There's a number of Bible verses that can make a lot of noise for a Christian cancer patient, even worse for a non-Christian cancer patient, because the Bible makes a number of promises and claims that are difficult to misinterpret, right? The Bible promises that that if you pray, you're going to be healed. And sometimes you pray and you're not healed. Either the Bible is wrong or something else is wrong. And I believe that that God is always right, and that there's a purpose for everything. And so another one of the verses that makes a lot of noise is that all things come together for good when you love the Lord. And so the question is, how can cancer be of any good? And I can give you a lot of examples from our own patients where that has actually happened. That patients will say, well, cancer has been the best thing ever, because if I had not had this, I wouldn't have noticed things that I'm doing wrong, or things that I'm not appreciating. And so persons with a death sentence suddenly, for the first time, notice that the sunset is something wonderful, and so a shakeup like that will make you appreciate things that you are not seeing because you're overwhelmed by everything else, making money, making whatever. And so, yes, all things come together for good. There's no question about that. The other verse that will make a lot of noise to the patients with cancer is that we should give thanks for everything. And it's really difficult to give thanks for cancer. I mean, very difficult, right? What I try to teach my patients, and the resources, the spiritual resources that I give to my patients, is that God will give you the strength to get through any challenge. And thus the Bible says that God will not test you beyond what you can tolerate. And within that, everything is for your own good. Everything has a purpose. And once you understand that and receive Christ, there are certain gifts, the Bible calls them, or fruits, that relationship with God is going to give you. And one of them is peace. And the Bible says that God gives you a peace that surpasses all understanding. And that's when you find a patient that is in pain, on the brink of death, and they have this assurance that all things come together for good. The victory is that you're going to go to that place where there's no more sorrow, no more pain, no more x-rays, no more doctors, no more injections. And that's when we are going to be truly healed. And so the promise of us knowing that we have victory, no matter what, is what's going to take the fear away. And so when you have a strong relationship with God, your emotional responses are going to be always functional. It's going to be for a purpose. Once a patient arrives to that, I mentioned before that the patient is set for miracles. It's like the cancer saying, man, it's no fun being in this person anymore. I'm going to go someplace else. And miracles happen. And we experience that a lot in the Oasis of Hope. So when I see results like that, I will tell the patients, listen, we're good, but not that good. And this is a miracle. What you experience is a miracle. So prayer, a strong relationship with God, is something that I promote tremendously with our patients, because no matter what, then they're going to be victorious, no matter what. And so when Paul said, my trials and tribulations are light and temporary. Well, if you read about Paul, they were not light and they were not temporary. They cut his head off. But he said, in comparison to the glory that is to come. So no matter what happens to me while I'm here, I have victory, and I'm going to go to heaven, and that's when I'm going to be totally healed. Now, we've seen miracles where they're totally healed while they're still alive, and we love that, and we're going to be negotiating with God for life and for quality of life.